Hey, girls and boys, it's Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. Very excited, as always, to be with you, and I mean that. So what I wanted to say to you is that the hybrid model that many of you have been doing, we know is not going to keep going on. It's very exciting that many of you, most of you, will be coming to school full time. We're going to make it really safe, and you're going to learn a lot more because you'll be here more. So that's really fantastic. But it does mean that there won't be any more videos from me, at least as long as we're in school here, right? Because you're not at home during those off weeks. So I just wanted to say a couple quick things. One, I wanted to say thank you very much to all of you who have been listening to my videos and putting up with sometimes they're funny, but sometimes they're boring, and sometimes I make mistakes. But thank you to all of you who have really been watching and trying to learn and doing your best. I really appreciate it, and I'm really proud of you. Speaking of which, you guys have all come a long way this year. Kindergartners, when we started, you were just learning your numbers, like 1 through 10, writing your numbers and identifying your numbers. And now you're like into the teen numbers, and you're breaking apart numbers, which we call decomposing, right? You're doing fantastic. First graders, you guys, when we started, we were doing some basic word problems like what's addition, what's subtraction. We were adding like 0 and 1 and 2. Now we're doing doubles facts. We're doing tens partners. Really awesome, sophisticated stuff. Very proud of you. Second graders, big shout out to you too. When we started, you were doing some word problems, and you still are, but you were doing like some, more basic like addition strategies, like using 10, subtraction using 10. Then we got into some place value, right, up into like 2 digits, like 56 is 5 tens and 6 ones, and now you are actually adding and subtracting 2-digit numbers, like numbers like 93 minus 45, or 48 plus 32. Very, very amazing stuff you guys are doing. Third graders, you guys started off the year by diving into multiplication and division, right? That's super important in third grade. And I know the kindergartners and first and second graders can't wait to get into that. That's really awesome. You were doing sets, arrays, area model, number lines, and now you're all the way up into 3-digit addition and subtraction. So you're doing things like, I don't know, like 826 minus 543, right? So fantastic. And fourth graders, you started off, right? We were doing like place value all the way to like the millions place, which is fantastic. You did some multiplicative comparison, right? Like such and such is, I don't know, like 5 meters long, and then something is 4 times as long. How long is it? You did some big addition and subtraction problems all the way up until like the 100,000s and millions. And recently you've gotten into factors and multiples, area and perimeter, and we even got into some measurement conversion, which is like really awesome stuff. Very, very impressive. So I'm very proud of you, okay? I hope that you've had some fun along the way. I certainly have. I have loved doing these videos, and once in a while I run into you, or I run into one of your parents, which is really always fun. And the most important thing, though, that I want to say, and you've heard me say it a lot, is that people think that being smart is like never making mistakes. And that's just not true, okay? Sure, if you already know something really well, you may not make that many mistakes, but you're also not learning that much, okay? If you want to learn something, no matter how smart you are, you need to work at it, and it takes some work. So if you're like kind of struggling and you're making some mistakes, there's nothing wrong. You're learning, and your brain is growing, okay? In fact, it's growing like a lot. It doesn't always feel like it. It feels like it's like twitching and doing crazy things, but it's actually growing. It really is, okay? If you've ever seen like a little child trying to walk, they don't just stand up and start walking around, right? What do? They fall down. They keep falling down. They fall down like 1,000 times. What do? They get back up again and they try it again over and over and over. Okay? So I really encourage you, right? Ask questions. Learn from your mistakes. Don't feel bad about yourself if you make a mistake. Be like, oh, great. I'm learning. Now I'm going to learn from it. Right? Persevere. Just because something's hard the first time doesn't mean that you're not going to learn it. Okay? So especially in math, it's not about being fast. It's not about being like the first one done. Okay, sometimes the best mathematicians are the ones that really slow down and think about things and try and figure out really difficult problems. And sometimes it might take a while. That's okay. That's kind of the fun. For me, that's the fun of math, is figuring things out. It's like a puzzle, because I know it makes sense. And if I can't make sense of it, I want to make sense of it. And so I just keep going at it until I figure it out. Okay? So that's the kind of attitude that I encourage you to have as well. All right? I am sad to say goodbye, but I am very excited. Hopefully, I will get to see a bunch of you this year. If you see me, please say hello. You'll probably have to remind me of your name, but I'm very excited to see you guys around. And all right, that's about it. All right, boys and girls, take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.